All right, let's get into it. Today, we're taking a trip to the smallest of Earth's 7 continents. It's a place famous for its huge deserts and some truly one-of-a-kind animals. You guessed it, we're talking about Australia. So, right off the bat, what is it exactly? I mean, it's completely surrounded by water, which makes you think island, right? And of course, it's a country. But it's also a whole continent. And here's a wild fact for you. Australia is the only country in the entire world that takes up a whole continent. That's a pretty big claim to fame. And its totally unique spot on the map is what gives it that famous nickname. Since it's located way down in the Southern Hemisphere, pretty much everyone knows it as the land down under. But being down under isn't just a saying. It actually changes how you experience the world in some fundamental ways. It can seriously feel like everything's been flipped on its head. Okay, check this out. Because for anyone living up in the Northern Hemisphere, this is a real mind-bender. The seasons are the complete opposite. So while you might be putting on a heavy winter coat for the holidays, Australians are grabbing their surfboards and hitting the beach. Yeah, a summer Christmas. And that different point of view doesn't just stop with the seasons. Get this, even the night sky looks different. Those constellations you might know, like Orion, they look upside down and backward compared to how you'd see them from the north. It's this beautiful, constant reminder that you are literally on the other side of the planet. And these dramatic contrasts just keep on coming when you look at the landscape itself. I mean, Australia's geography is just a land of incredible extremes, from scorching hot deserts to lush subtropical climates. So let's take the famous Australian Outback. The spaces out there are so massive and the air is so clear of city lights that on any given night, you can see almost 3,000 stars with just your eyes. To put that in perspective, in most cities, you'd be lucky to see a few dozen. Just imagine camping out under a sky that bright. And right in the very heart of the continent, you'll find the incredible, majestic Uluru. This sacred rock formation stands a whopping 1,100 feet tall. That's taller than the Eiffel Tower, making it an absolute icon of the Australian landscape. Okay, so now let's go from that dry, red center all the way to the vibrant blue of the coast. Out in the Pacific Ocean, you've got the Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system on the planet. And what makes it so amazing is the sheer amount of life there. It's home to over 1,500 different species of fish alone. But in classic Australian fashion, for all that life teeming in the water, you also get the complete and total opposite extreme. The country is also home to these scorching, dry landscapes, like the Great Victoria Desert, the biggest desert on the continent. So you've got this incredible swing, from a bustling ocean world to a vast, arid desert. And this theme of stark contrast, it keeps going with the animal life. Australia's wild kingdom is famous all over the world for being this unbelievable mix of the absolutely adorable and the seriously dangerous. First, let's talk about the cuddly side of things, the marsupials. Now, this is a really important group of mammals, a lot of which evolved completely isolated on the continent. And they're known for carrying their babies around in a pouch. We're talking about iconic animals like koalas and wombats. The variety of animals is just amazing, and it's all thanks to the continent being isolated for so long. You've got kangaroos, emus, and the totally bizarre platypus. But here's the twist. For all its cute creatures, Australia also has almost 1,000 different species of reptiles, and that includes some of the most venomous snakes in the world. So yeah, cuddly and deadly all in one place. Okay, so we've talked about the land and the animals. Let's shift gears and talk about the people who call this continent home. Because here, too, you see this fascinating contrast between a really deep, ancient history and a vibrant, modern society. Now, this slide just captures a breathtaking scale of time. The first people arrived on the continent about 50,000 years ago, creating one of the oldest living cultures on the entire planet. Now, fast forward through all of that history to today, and you have a modern nation of over 24 million people. And that modern nation? It is a true melting pot. Starting from those ancient roots and really boosted by waves of immigration, especially after World War II, Australia has become one of the most ethnically diverse countries in the world. It's a place where countless cultures from all over the globe have come together to build something new. So after all this, what do we call this incredible place? Is it an island? Is it a country? A continent? This quote really just says it all perfectly. The answer is kind of, you know what I mean? It's all those things at once, and it just refuses to fit into any single easy box. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. From the upside-down stars and the scorching deserts to the vibrant reefs and the truly unique wildlife, in a land that's packed with so many powerful contrasts, what would you want to go explore first? It's definitely something to think about.